Alright, so today we have this Harley Benton JA something baritone guitar, JA-25 or something. This is a 30-inch scale length baritone Jazzmaster type guitar. I think it looks really cool. I haven't done anything to it except for just minor adjustments. So what I would do is I've made sure that the neck is straight. That's very important. The string height, so it plays better, and then the intonation so that everything sounds good. Other than that, I've done a little bit of like sanding on the back of the neck with just very fine sandpaper just to make it a little bit more smooth, because it is a glossy neck and I don't like that. So for me, that just feels better and plays better. The fret ends on this particular one were not great, so I've kind of like fixed that as well. Just a minor thing. It was just like digging into my fingers a bit, so I didn't like that. Other than that, this guitar is fairly straightforward. It's very simple and solid. Electronics are good. The bridge is solid. It's just one of these, you know, not hardtail, but like bridge with saddles. Strings go through the body, and everything is just really solid. You can play it a lot without going out of tune. With that said, the tuners is something that I would swap out if this were to be a guitar that I would keep for longer, but I intend to get rid of it and swap out for something different. But I would swap out the tuners just to make it a little bit easier to tune. They don't have the best response. I feel like you need something that winds a little bit slower and a little bit smoother, because just to get like a perfect tuning it's not hard, it's just, it could be better. With that said, I think we should check out some tones. I have a JCM 800 type patch or rig on my quad Cortex, and this is just the bridge pickup here in a clean setting. Sounds good. These pickups sound good for this guitar. It's not expensive. The P90 pickups is a good choice for a baritone guitar, because with the lower tunings and like the strings, they're maybe not as bright and spanky. They will sound more like that with these pickups instead of like, you know, fairly dull humbuckers. I think that was a good choice for this guitar to make it really fun to play and like versatile, because you can play, I guess, like any genre with it. Let's check out the middle position. Solid. Neck position. Good pickups, I like them. I wouldn't swap them out unless you really know what you're swapping out for, because these are really good. They're not too noisy. I mean, they're just good. Let's check out a little bit of a different tone. Maybe I'll play something in like a lower tuning that is a regular song in like standard E. Love him or hate him, Creed have some really nice licks. Anyways, awesome guitar. Let's try maybe some more gain stuff. The cool thing about a guitar like this one is that it is a baritone, so it's tuned to B standard, at least out of the box. I've kept it that way. So what you have is basically like a 7-string guitar without the highest string. It also means that you kind of have like a standard E-tuned guitar with an added lower B. So like you have the E as a reference. So you can kind of play E-tuned stuff mostly without having much issues, and then you can kind of like experiment by going lower if you want to like make something sound a bit heavier. So if you want to play a Metallica song, you can go lower. So you can kind of like, I guess if you're in a band where you play in E standard, you could kind of experiment by adding this, and then in certain songs maybe go a little bit lower. A band that comes to my mind that does this is Leprous from Norway. They play with 7-string and like 8-string guitars, where in some parts they will like go really low just to like emphasize on making something sound like bigger and like darker. Really cool use of extended range guitars. All right, let's go for a little bit more heavy stuff. Longer neck like this is a lot harder to play compared to a regular scale length, you know, like a 25 or even a 27 inch. Like it's so much longer. So like here I'm traveling so far, and like the riff, which is quite fast, but like it's hard to play on this guitar. If I have like a regular 7-string, it's a lot easier. Last demo will be this really obnoxious, super duper heavy tone, very mid-scooped, very chainsawy. It's a tone that I'm kind of developing for a project that I'm working on. Anyways, I can get carried away. This tone is not meant for this type of guitar. It is tuned for a humbucker, so it's a little bit overkill for these P90, but you know, just example of what you can do with a low string guitar. And if you maybe like make a preset that is tuned for the guitar, it might sound really cool. So this guitar I think is awesome. I think it's really good. It's good for the money. All you have to do is make sure that the neck is straight. You have to make sure that it's completely straight, and then you can kind of lower the strings because they will be a bit too high out of the box. Intonation took a little while to make it perfect, but it actually is kind of perfect. It's like the whole thing plays really well all the way up the whole neck. So that's awesome. If you're planning to keep one of these, I would recommend finding better tuners. They are cheap, they are plastic here, and they don't have the best tension feeling, you know, ratio or whatever you call it. But other than that, it's a fun guitar. I really recommend it, and if you want to get one, I will have affiliate links down below so you can get one, and that means I will get some compensation, which means I can buy more stuff and then use it on this channel for you guys to check out. And yeah, that's just really fun. So I hope you consider subscribing, liking and sharing, and I'll hopefully see you in another video.